Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. We're playing this Demon Spawn Summoner of Ashen for Week 7 of the Crawl Sudden Death Challenge. And today I'm trying a slightly different format. That last video in the Abyss went pretty slowly, and it was hard to keep up the commentary. So I thought I would invite a friend on to commentate and keep things interesting. Her name is Rose, and she's watched me play some before, has played a very little herself, but is good at reminding me what to pay attention to and also just keeping me sane. So, hello, Rose.
I help!
Thank you. So she doesn't know anything about the character yet, so we're going to do a quick review, which may help you guys out there as well. So we're worshipping...
Right, Ashen's so everything is cursed.
That's right, everything is cursed. I haven't cursed my weapon because it's kind of nice to swap to these rods that I'm no longer carrying, actually. Good to know. All right, maybe I'll recurse it. Maybe I'll pick up those rods. But we're a summoner, and we're also pretty good at hitting things. Pretty okay. Our skills are, we have... What spells do we have available? That's good to know. I mostly use, like, shadow creatures, sometimes lightning spire, blink.
Okay.
Abjuration for, like, summoned guys. Something that I've been forgetting to do because I just added it to my toolbox are the last 3 spells on this list, the ones in capital letters. Okay. Dispersal to get rid of enemies who are close to me. Malign Gateway is a summoning spell that I'm trying to get online. I don't know if it's going to be any good. I might just forget it and learn something else, but it's the highest level summoning I have available. So.
And what does it do? I
it
assume
summons,
it makes a Malign Gateway.
Yeah, indeed. It creates a gateway to, not the Abyss, some sort of dreadful place. And after a few turns, an Eldritch Tentacle comes out and just starts slapping the hell out of things.
Okay. Oh, right, I've seen things use that on you.
Yeah, it's that one. And okay. Summon Hydra is good for dealing a ton of damage to one threat in a hurry, basically.
Okay.
It's kind of the summoner's orb of destruction. And it might be good to remember Passage of Galubria for getting around. I don't really see myself using it a lot, but...
But it's for running away.
And also for preparing to run away. It's even better at that. So in the last video, I spent some time in the Abyss just sort of grinding for Scrolls of Enchant Weapon, because this Demon Trident was like +3, which was really not good enough. I've already got 4 runes, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, 4 runes. So we could just go win, but for this week's challenge goal... they involve, I don't know if I told you at all, they involve doing difficult things after you get the rune. Of the orb, I'm sorry. Where did I leave all my rods? I guess I left them on Dungeon 11 for some reason. I don't really want them. I'll just curse my... Well, I have a bunch more that I left lying around. I'll just curse my, my weapon and get some bonus points for that. I just picked up a bunch of junk. D-I-K-P. Here we go. Read. Curse weapon. Drop. Curse armor. Where is curse armor? S. So we have to do tough stuff after getting the orb. Notably, we have to...
Oh, after getting the orb, not after getting a rune.
After getting the orb. Instead of just leaving the dungeon... you have to go do difficult things. So
what are the difficult things?
Thing 1 there are 20 points available in total this week, and if I can get like even 15 of them, I think I win.
Cool.
So there are 4 points for killing the Serpent of Hell after getting the orb.
Okay.
And 6 points for entering Tomb for the first time after getting the orb and then getting the rune.
Okay.
Which is no fun at all.
That sounds pretty terrifying.
Something I've been thinking about is maybe switching to Ashen. Sorry, I am Ashen. Yeah. Switching to Dithmenos. Because he will help a lot with...
All those demons chasing you?
Well, no. He'll help with everything else.
Okay.
He'll help notably with the tormentors. Well, the monsters in Tomb which torment,
Gotcha.
i.e. the mummy priests and greater mummies. And then, like, the plan being there to not really fight them at all, but just to, run through there like all the demons of hell are after you, haha. Because they will be.
Yeah.
And just teleport around, get the orb as fast as possible. But with Dithmenos, you can enter shadow form, where you are like immune to torment, you're immune to poison, you're immune to negative energy. You take 50% damage, and whenever you do get damaged, you like bleed smoke, so guys can't see you very easily. So which is really great for like just running away or through things. Garyon was super easy. I'm pleased by that. Abjuration helped get rid of the Hell Beasts, who are the main threat down here, because they can push you off the stairs. But it seems like we're pretty strong. I don't want to be really standing in fire, though. So I'm trying right now to clear the Vestibule of Hell, so that I can head down into Hell. I'm not sure which Hell branch, just to get some more experience, because my resists right now are not that great, and a demon spawn mutation that I'll get eventually by level 27 or sooner is another pip of cold resistance, which would make me feel a lot better about things. You haven't even looked at our demon spawn mutations, have you? Did I lose you? We're back. Sorry, I don't know if there's something wrong with obviously there's something wrong with the audio recording, but she was still on Skype and could still hear me, but I just suddenly couldn't hear her at all, and I don't know how long that was going on for.
I blame Skype gremlins. It's okay, I probably hadn't said anything very useful.
Right. Well, you had a question, right? Didn't you?
Yes, I was asking about clearing the way to the Hell Serpent before going to get the orb.
So yes, we are perfectly entitled to travel through Hell as much as we like. We just can't kill him before we get the orb.
Right.
So it sounds like I misunderstood your question earlier, so it's good that I made you repeat it for the channel or for the video. We seem to be on fire here, but honestly, this is totally fine.
I'm just a little on fire. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. I mean, what I'd really like... Oh, he stepped on a teleport trap. Goodbye. What I would really like to find, and I won't find in Hell, so I might be stepping into Pandemonium pretty soon, is like some better resists, or some scrolls of enchant weapon, or even just like 1 or 2 good spells. Like, I would really love to have regeneration.
Okay.
Which helps a lot when, you're taking a bunch of damage and can't stop to rest.
Also, when you have -4 corrosion.
Well, it's no big deal. If I get to like -12, it'll be a problem.
Okay, I'll let you know if that happens.
Thanks. Yeah, there are rust devils.
Basically smacking things as opposed to summoning at the moment.
Well, so most characters kind of should grow into hybrids.
That's fair.
What is all this stuff? War Gargoyle, not a big concern. Iron Golems, alright, whatever. So there are a few classes.
Sorry, you were saying most characters should grow into hybrids.
Yeah, I mean, you can play like pure melee if you, and I've done some of that, but even on like a Berserker basically is the only one where you would do pure melee. Pretty much everybody else, like, you can pick up some useful spells for not that much experience, and there are a few backgrounds that provide you with powerful enough spells that you don't really need melee, although I usually take it anyway.
Okay.
So, like, Summoner and Necromancer are much, much worse if you only... Well, I don't know. It depends on what your goal is. Like, if you are speedrunning, as Gamma Funk often does, Summoners who don't really melee attack at all is pretty good, I think. But if your goal is to, like, be alive, then using, like, melee is the best spell in the game, is something that people say.
That's
And
a stupid saying.
no, look, it costs 0 mana. It does a ton of damage. It's the best. It's a great complement to almost any character's spell set.
It's not a spell.
But you know, so like a conjurer might not need much spells. Might not need much melee. Especially like a deep elf conjurer. But even when I play deep elf, I usually take some melee. It's nice to have a way to kill things without like trivial threats without spending your mana, so you can save it for important threats.
Speaking as an incredibly lazy human being, it's also super useful to be able to press tab and have that
Yeah,
work.
tab is super great. Oh right, so when I finally realized that I couldn't hear you as opposed to you just being a quiet, demure individual, was when I had asked.
Who did you think you were on the phone with?
Was when I asked you if you had seen our demon spawn mutations at all.
No, I have not.
So I'll kill these guys and I'll show you because it's sort of relevant right here.
Okay.
So we have hooves, doesn't really matter, but we're kicking dudes all the time.
Awesome.
Blue scales, again, doesn't super matter, but we'll get cold resistance eventually.
Okay.
And we also have cold resistance. How nice.
Awesome.
We have Demonic Guardian level 3, which means that when we're in very dangerous situations, we get friendly demons. This won't happen very much because we summon enough things that Crawl considers very few situations dangerous.
You should probably avoid the extremely dangerous situations. Just, as a
Well,
rule.
you know, like when we run into the Serpent of Hell, it'll probably be like, you could use a Balrog or something. I suspect.
Okay.
And the mutation that has made the biggest difference all game is my 3 levels of the Mana Shield mutation.
Okay.
So when I take damage, it's split between my HP and MP pools, so that they keep the same proportion. Like if I have a ton of HP and no mana, I take it all to HP. If I'm like 50-50, I take it 50-50, so that they like stay about the same.
Andy?
Additionally, we regenerate magic rapidly, so that's kind of like HP. And when we're low on magic, I don't know what counts as low. We regain MP instead of HP, which at first sometimes could sound scary. It's like I need my HP, but since our MP is completely doubling as HP, it's just as good in terms of surviving and better in terms of having options to attack stuff. That's one of the problems that other characters who pick up like an Amulet of Guardian Spirit have, is that they get into a dangerous situation and they're like, if only I could cast whatever, I could get out of this. Wow, we got a lot of experience down here. Pretty good.
Yeah.
And so as with this demon spawn mutation.
Mup is good for hitting dudes. That's lesson 1.
Yeah. Okay, so we cleared out the vestibule, and I could head into Gehenna. It's the one I have the best resists for. It's not like my most favorite branch of hell by any means, but I don't think we really have the damage output for Dis right now, and I don't have the resists at all for the other two. And we can always back out. So where's Gehenna? Let's go in. G. I guess I don't know how long this video has been going because we canceled it, but not long enough to be a new video.
It wasn't all that long before you lost track of me, so.
Yeah, not long enough for a new video. We may be able to get down. So what I want to do is scout out where the Serpent of Hell is, so that once I have the orb, I don't have to like track him down. So have you seen Hell at all? I don't remember.
I've seen a little bit of Hell. This is about as long as I've spent in Hell previously.
Okay, so you saw more of Pandemonium, as I recall.
That sounds right.
Okay, so Hell,
with
each level of Hell.
Awesome dudes.
The awesome dudes.
The dudes who take up like 2 tiles and have.
Oh, Panlords, yeah.
Yeah, Panlords. Them.
Yeah. So Hell, each branch of Hell is 7 floors deep, and there are never any items. Just a ton of monsters and bad stuff that happens to you all the time as you walk around.
That doesn't sound like a nice place.
It's not. And so basically everybody dives Hell. There's really no reason to clear. I mean, we get some experience, and the threats are mostly not a big deal. Oh, by the way, she mentions that Panlords are 2 tiles high because she's watching us on tiles, even though we're playing console, where that doesn't make any sense. So that's a nice thing about Crawl, is that you know, it has tiles available, as I believe I have mentioned, and there's plenty of great things about tiles, but I like console, and it's really great that they're both compatible with the same server. So, all right, a Brimstone Fiend just appeared. Why did a Brimstone Fiend appear? All right, a Hell Effect. Got it. So they're like the scariest thing we're going to see down here until we get to the bottom.
Okay. He hit you kind of hard.
Yeah, that was probably a Torment, right? Yep, Torment. That's why I wish I had regen.
There you go.
Let's eat a fruit.
Yes, web tiles for when the girl who's watching you wants pretty pictures.
That's right. Well, I mean, and the majority of Crawl players use tiles.
Sure.
You know, and I don't know whether the majority of Crawl players are pretty girls. Although, actually, I do know that because they do surveys on occasion.
So how many Crawl players are pretty girls, sweetheart?
The number is pretty small. Okay, Tormentor, I don't like at all.
No, you're always scared of things that do torment.
Yeah. Let's, is he, like, vulnerable or resistant to anything in particular? Resistant to poison and fire. Alright, well, I have a Wand of Cold, so... Blam. Zap, cold, blam. I missed. Alright, well, let's just hit him.
That seems to have worked.
Yeah. I don't feel comfortable in Hell on this character. I mentioned earlier, before you got here, that this is a character... Maybe I also mentioned while you were here, I don't remember. This is a character I would not be taking into the extended end game if I didn't have to for a challenge goal. I would just be trying to win.
You had not.
Okay. I would, you know, I don't feel great in Pandemonium. Like, my resists are not that good. They're okay. They'll get better. As soon as I get, like, that next Demon Spawn mutation, I'll feel better. But that could be, you know, level 27. Alright, let's...
Be a little bit.
I'm going to stand on the stairs here so that I have an escape route. In Hell, you can't really stair dance because the stairs go back to the vestibule instead of just up a level. Yeah, I'm going to leave, though. Too many things.
It's a long way back if you wanted to go back down.
It is, but fortunately, unlike Pandemonium, the levels are persistent. You can appear on a different staircase than the one you appeared on last time, but the floor is going to be shaped the same, at least.
That's nice.
Yeah. So the main thing to me that, like, dictates whether you're going to go to extended is, like, are your resists good, and do you have... Oh, I should swap my jewelry. That would help a lot, actually.
Sorry, I assumed that you meant to be wearing
okay.
the thing that gave you -9 mode.
Oh, I do. It's the Amulet of Resist mutation that I don't need anymore.
Ah.
And this +0 cloak, there's a +2 cloak lying around in the dungeon, so I'm actually going to go grab both of those. Cloak, +2, here we go.
See, if I'd been watching earlier, I would have reminded you. I just didn't know.
Yeah,
terrible.
That's what I get for ever playing while you're not here.
That's right.
My skin feels very cold. Great. Actually, was that... No, wrong one. Yeah, of course. So we got passive freeze now, right? I don't know exactly what that does, but when enemies hit us, they get frozen. I guess that's good.
I mean, it's a song that's really hard to get out of your head.
The Tengu Warrior pecks you. The Tengu Warrior is very cold. The Tengu Warrior is almost dead. Sure. I don't know if it, like, does damage or slows them or both. I could look it up, but...
You don't like my theory that they get an annoying song stuck in their head?
I don't know anything about this song.
It's because Frozen, the movie. I'm just going to go hide in the corner now.
The only song... What, Passive Freeze? That's a... Oh, they get frozen. Alright, yeah, that's a bit of a stretch. I only know, like, one of the songs, maybe.
Is it the Do You Want to Build a Snowman one?
No, Let It Go is the one that everybody knows. Alright, so we're going to remove curse this old cloak and this Amulet of Resist Mutation, which I cursed for Abyss. But while in Abyss, I found the Amulet of Regeneration, which should be a big help.
Yes, given that you want regen,
And
that seems like a good choice.
I'll put on this new cloak, drop the old cloak. Alright, I don't have any cursed jewelry in the entire dungeon. It just like never shows up. So we'll have to drop some more remove curse, but we have plenty, finally. Early in the game, there was like none. Ugh, drop all that junk. Pick up, please, the scrolls. Read curse armor on the cloak. Read curse jewelry on the amulet. And let's get going back to Gehenna.
Woo!
So as I was saying, that's what I get for playing while you're not watching, is I forget things more. But you
like
probably don't want to...
memory.
Yes, just like the internet. But cuter.
Well, thank you. I don't know, the internet's pretty cute.
You know, it has its moments. Sometimes cute would be the wrong word to describe it. That's an escape hatch over there, which I'd rather not use, I think. I'd like to have a staircase available.
And you, sir, will have to find a staircase.
Yep. Our spells are doing great. I should maybe try Malign Gateway. It's so loud. I don't know. I sort of just picked it up for vanity. I don't know if I'm really going to cast it. I want a higher level damage spell. I should try, next time there's a Brimstone Fiend, I should try summoning a Hydra on him. That would be nice. Alright, stairs.
I was thinking that the whole problem with stair dancing in hell might be all these undead.
Well, that's sort of good and bad, right? They don't follow you upstairs, it's true. But that's good and bad, right? Because it means you can rest more easily. We got Firestormed.
Yep.
Those hell effects, man. But it did very little damage, because we have 2 pips of fire resist and good armor. All the real damage came from that flayed ghost.
Torment, man.
I'll try it on Malign Gateway, see how it goes.
Okay.
Where did it wound up way down there?
Yep.
Well, let's head that way.
I have to say the tentacle with little hearts over it is really cute, and I'm sorry you're missing out on that.
It's green though. That means it's friendly.
Mine is blue. With hearts.
Yeah.
Because hearts tell you things.
These guys have they have chaos branded attacks that can do like anything. It just petrified that Reaper in addition to beating the hell out of him. And after a while, it's going to become unfriendly, and because it gets severed, the gateway closes, and the tentacle gets severed and just sort of flops around and attacks whatever it runs into.
So you should avoid hanging out in the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm. But they're also like, they don't really seek you out when they're dying, so it's usually not a big deal. So what is all this? A tormentor. This is a big old vault.
I just want you to know I'm now expecting you to die to your own Eldritch Tentacle.
All right. I've heard that one before. Oh, is this that stair vault that I always see in Zot? It looks like it is, actually. That's pretty cool. It does,
the spirally one.
Yeah. But tell you what, guys, peace out. Woo, shaft. All right, that was silly, but I really should. Since the whole point of this is not to get to the bottom and get the rune, but to clear out a path, there was really no reason to have done that. But I just felt so clever.
Plus, you got to say shaft.
That's not that exciting, honestly.
More tormenting.
Yeah, indeed. All right, let's try a Hydra.
Hydra.
There you go. Thank you, Eldritch Tentacle. Thank you, Hydra. Great. That went well.
Yeah.
What is? Oh, this is. I still have a Hydra. They last for a very short time, has been my experience. So I was sort of surprised he was even still here.
Well, now you don't have a Hydra anymore.
Yeah. You know what I would love is more regen. A lot of Demon Tridents this game.
Interesting. But that one's freezing.
Yeah. Elect is like the best one I could have gotten. I'm happy to have it.
Okay.
Mara had a Demon Trident of Flaming that I passed on. So, regen. Oh, those are stairs up, of course. Oh, Ash showed me all the stairs down. What am I even doing wandering around? Thanks, Ash.
This game
But
is
I
too hard
guess,
for you.
actually, just diving for the bottom is totally fine, now that I think about it.
Because you'll
Because
just follow the same dive route.
I won't, because the shaft is gone. But I probably just won't come back, because the Serpent of Hell probably won't be in Gehenna.
Oh, that makes sense.
I mean, he's in one of the 4 hell branches at random.
Right.
And so part of the goal here is to just find out which one. I'm going to rest here for a bit, since I'm slow and on fire and bleeding. Something will get summoned on top of me before long, I imagine, but regaining some hit points. Oh, I've rotted. How annoying. Alright, I can go downstairs and take a flayed ghost with me. It's fine.
I love the sentences this game makes you say. I'm gonna rest here for a bit because I'm slow and on fire and bleeding.
Yeah. Alright, so here's Gehenna 7. That's nice.
There's some skeletons.
Yep. And I can afford to map Gehenna. Okay. So there's the castle.
Yep, that looks like a castle.
Yeah. It occurs to me, I don't know that I have a source of flight, but I do have a ring of teleportation, which is just as good. So let's
Totally
do it.
identical.
Yeah. So anyway, the entrance to this castle, all the entrances are up north. So presumably the rune is in this room. Asmodeus probably this room, although he could be in here. And if there is a Serpent of Hell, actually, I would say Asmodeus must be in here, and the Serpent would be here. Because any other room you could bypass, I think. Actually, this one you can't. You have to get through as well. Because you can't get in from this direction. So, I would say Asmodeus, loot / rune, Serpent. But I'll get at least as far as here to check whether there's a Serpent.
Yes,
Alright, let's put on...
Would you like to say hello to the internet, Frodo?
We are being introduced to Rose's dog. Hello. Let's teleport. Teleport. Alright, let's kill some things instead then. Teleport.
Yes, you just tell everyone that no one ever pets you. I'm sure they'll believe you.
Wow, that was quite a teleport. Look how far we went.
Wow! It was great.
I don't really miss the Days of Control teleport, honestly. Any second, we'll be on the other side of all this lava.
Okay, as opposed to needing to summon a Hydra for the Brimstone. Nope, guess not.
No, we're just gonna keep teleporting.
Yeah, yeah. I'm noticing that you seem to be having trouble teleporting the distance that you desire to do.
Yeah. I wonder if that area is marked as, like, no tele into. That would kind of stink. Boy, I am going through food down here with this Amulet of Regen. There's a ton of food in this dungeon. I just, I'm not carrying it.
That is a lot of food.
Yeah. Alright, let's put tele back on. Teleport. And let's just eat some more fruits, be full. Alright. Great.
You can get in there.
I don't even have to go in. I'm Ash and Sorry. Genius level thinking.
Are you scared of all these flying skulls coming after you?
No, flying skulls are trash. You can see the monster list in the bottom right, can't you?
Yep.
They're color coded by difficulty, remember?
Yeah, but sometimes things are white, but they have torment, so you're terrified of them.
I guess that's true. Tormentors are white. They shouldn't be, in my humble opinion. Okay, so we are now where we need to be, and we can avoid going into the really dreadful places. Let's get a malign gateway, I guess. Did that work? Yes.
Yeah.
Where is
Yeah,
it?
it's top right.
Ah, very good. And some shadow creatures. I feel somewhat clumsy. That's fine. The molten gargoyles and the salamanders are the main threat, if anything is here, really. Most of the stuff is not a big deal. Let's get a Hydra, too.
Who doesn't want extra heads to hit things with?
Yeah. I think the Eldritch Tentacle can, attack stuff I can't see, unlike most summons.
It looks like
So
it's going after something you can't see, but it was hard to say for sure.
yeah, so has he hurt this guy? No. So I don't know. Maybe he was helping, maybe he wasn't. But now, like, we've dragged enough enemies close by that I think he can reach.
Cool.
I should maybe be hasting more down here. This particular fight seems to be going fine, but I was not certain at the beginning that that would be the case, so I should probably have hasted. Oh, I guess I could peek at the... It's a Book of Hindrance. I don't need that. Because there's plenty of... Yeah, poison resistance. There's plenty of loot down here that I would like to have.
Okay, anything
perhaps.
in particular I should be watching for?
I mean, I'm looking for... like a cloak that's enchanted, or enchanted hat or gloves I could take, I guess. But like new kinds of books, I guess, are what I would really like.
Okay.
Or anything with resistances on it, which is the thing. Like I have to actually go pick them up to see is the problem.
The poison resistance might be a bunch of other things, but right now it's just poison resistance, or is that...
No, I know it's poison resistance because I already know what poison resistance rings look like.
Gotcha.
But any new books that I'm finding that have new spells would be books that I don't yet recognize.
I see.
So
you already knew that book. That's why you knew what the book was.
Exactly. So Ashen's Ari will reveal stuff on the ground for you if you actually see it. But if you're just scrying it, that doesn't count.
I see.
Like equipment. I don't think she'll reveal books. Okay, so here's Asmodeus.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't actually see the rune, which is a little bit weird. There it is, yeah. Okay, so I would expect the serpent to be in here, but I would expect to have seen him already, I guess is what I'm saying. But I will double check.
Just be careful not to die here.
No, this is fine. We're doing great. You just, in hell, half HP is A++.
Alright.
Oh! 12-headed Hydra. Pretty good roll.
Yeah, I think you're probably set there.
That's the best you can possibly get. Getting anything above 8 is like, you're only allowed to get that a quarter of the time or something. Alright, so let's scry in here.
I see no
2 Brimstone Fiends.
Watch out for the Tormentor.
Yep. And the Flayed Ghost, huh?
Yep.
Okay. Could the Serpent be, like, in here? I guess he could be. Maybe I do have to go in. That's a bummer. So something I could do is I could go look up the vault definition. I do that sometimes. To see where the Serpent of Hell would be placed. I don't love doing that. Alright, we need to haste, though. This is a problem. And what do we do about the Tormentor?
And the Flayed Ghost.
Yeah.
We're not flayed yet.
I'm going to try the Malign Gateway first.
Okay. It's just south of you.
Yep.
So you could go hide behind it.
I could.
I guess that doesn't really help with Torment.
No. Well, is this cloud opaque? I don't think so.
I couldn't tell you. It doesn't tell me in my description.
Yeah. If it is opaque, I think it tells you. So.
Okay.
Let's just use the sack of spiders should distract things pretty well, I think. And now the Tormentor is in range. Okay. Good. Now we can back up. And it looks like this is all going to go fine now.
Hooray!
Brimstone Fiend. He's way up there.
Yep.
Back up. I could teleport.
Since you've decided that you think the Serpent's not here?
Yeah. I think so. And if I end up going to all of the other Hell branches and don't find him, I can come back to here.
It'll be wonderful, wonderful X. Just think of all the X.
I failed to teleport. Let's try again. That worked.
Ow.
Tormented again. Let's just get around the corner. And I guess I'll leave the Ring of Teleportation on, actually. Okay. So, this is away from the Brimstone Fiend, which is fine with me.
That's a new book.
I have...
Or a book. I don't know if it's new.
Oh, there is. There is a new book in there. Yeah. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Well, let's just get some shadow creatures here. Whoa, I teleported again.
Did you mean to teleport again?
No, I just didn't take off the Ring of Teleportation because I wanted to be able to teleport, and it does random teleports as well.
Ah, yes. Because it helps.
Yeah, so I'll just read a scroll of teleportation here, I guess. And swap rings. I feel like I've actually seen the Serpent of Hell on this map before, but I don't remember where.
Yeah, can't help you, sorry.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, so I'll just head for the exit. I'll call this a successful Gehenna visit. Ow.
You got
That
tormented
hurts.
again.
Nope. I
No?
got hit by a Titan
the
zombie.
Titan got hit you. Hooray! Puppy camp is arranged for next week.
Oh, good.
So he will not sleep on your head while we are trying to play bridge.
What do I do with this stuff? Just... dispersal! See you later, guys.
Ow.
It didn't really hurt much. It's just I was already quite hurt, so it warned me.
Okay.
Shadow creatures. Yeah, so this is kind of what hell is like all the time. No matter how strong you
hell
are.
or something.
Yeah, no matter how strong you are, you can get into some nasty spots, which most of the time are actually... Why is there a world binder here? Get abjured.
Something summoned it.
Yeah, I think it must have been a miscast effect, yeah. Or something. It's gone now.
Yep.
Alright. So that's Gehenna. I think we're gonna call this video here, and then I'll probably head into Dis and try again? Maybe? Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.